I could take him or leave him. What's your problem with Argon? Not Aragorn, you freaking nerds. I'm done with movie games, okay? We've done enough movies. That's it. Movies are over. We could do some Would You Rathers instead. What is going on with all these pipes? Like, just give me an open path to take, and I'll be thrilled. I haven't seen any of the Harry Potter films, believe it or not. Wow. Sleepyhead, thank you for the subscription. I'm not gonna rank my co-hosts by the size of their penises. That's private information that only I have access to. And I'm not gonna out them like that. This is where we came down, right? Like, yeah, okay, we did. Here we are again. Would you rather move to Veracruz and work as a tour guide for the rest of your life, or would you rather not? I would rather not. What are your predictions regarding the future of the energy market in Canada? Definitely, you know, we're probably going to go to war with the United States over Arctic oil. So I'm pretty excited for that. I've already started building my, you know, panic bunker. Don't tell my landlord. Oh, well, easy there. You could have just said that nobody's home. Would you rather get $1 billion or $1 jillion? You know, I think conventional wisdom would say $1 jillion because it's more than $1 billion. But I think, honestly, having $1 jillion would just be, like, more work. Because you'd be always like, how am I going to spend all of these jillions of dollars? So I really feel like $1 billion is a manageable amount of money, and $1 jillion is just too much. I don't think I'd never be able to figure out how to spend it all, so. That was easy enough. Okay. Thought it was just a nice cold Coors Light in there. Taste of the Rockies. After 10 million, money just starts to sound like a number. That's a great point. Can we talk about the fact that somebody at Bethesda here had to be like, okay, here's my 3D model for a large, decorative Dwemer strut. Somebody spent like 4 hours of their workday making this large, decorative Dwemer strut, and then they had a stand-up meeting, and they said, okay, we got the 3D model for the large, decorative Dwemer strut. What should its weight-to-value ratio be? And they had a conversation. Somebody said, that's a horrible weight-to-value ratio. What's the point? And then somebody else said, you fucking idiot. I have seniority here. The large decorative Dwemer strut only makes sense from a gameplay perspective if it's got a 1.5 to 1 weight-to-value ratio. This actually happened 100%. Hey, yeah, I'll take a Dwemer gyro, please. Hold the Dwemer. Would you rather revive Billy Mays or Randy Savage? Honestly, you might think, why would I ever answer that question? Because I don't know them that well? I mean, sure, I'm on a first-name basis, but, like, we never hung out that much as friends, more as acquaintances. But I think I would just flip a coin so that I am free from the, being the person who chose not to resurrect the person who didn't get resurrected. And then I'd say, like, hey, if you lost, don't be a little bitch. I just brought a person back from the dead. Are you sure you want to fuck with that level of, you know, necromancy? I have no idea what we're doing in this dungeon anymore. Would you rather compete on Big Brother with Dan or on Survivor with Mathis? There's two answers to this question. If I go into the Big Brother house with Dan, there is like 0 chance I win. Dan, you'd think being on the show and winning basically every single time would make him so he'd have a disadvantage, but he would still smoke me. It wouldn't even be like close. Okay, that was a little bit of a surprise. Who left their lawnmower upside down at the top of the staircase? But, so I'd get my ass kicked on Big Brother if I was in Big Brother with Dan. That's alright. On the other hand, if I was on Survivor with Mathis, I'm not saying 100% I would smoke Mathis on Survivor, but I'd probably have a better chance. And we'd at least be going in even, you know, as opposed to... I gotta really favor the Dawnbreaker. And I didn't favorite it. Hold up here, do this. And then we gotta put Blade of Woe on the left. My blade is like woe. Okay. But then, so I think from a winning standpoint, if it was like, if you don't win this game, then you're not gonna be able to, like, you know, survive. I'd rather be on Survivor with Mathis. However, in terms of, like, having fun, I would definitely rather spend 12 weeks in the Big Brother house than, like, however long you spend on that fucking island. Like, at least in the Big Brother house, you have, like, unlimited food. You're living in, like, a mansion. You got, like, a pool and stuff. If you get knocked out, you can just, like, hang out in Los Angeles hotels, right? You know, that's not so bad. It's better than being in fucking, you know, the Vanuatu rainforest for, like, 2 months. So I think I'd rather be on Big Brother, honestly. And maybe, like, out of the goodness of his heart, Dan would see fit to take me to, like, the final 2. The pool has jizz in it, I guarantee it. Every pool has jizz in it. If you've been living your life thinking that you're swimming in jizz-free pools, you're operating under a false pretense, my friend. So, let me get this straight. The Iron Dagger of Burning has a an icon that's a knife. This item, a knife, has an icon. It's just a cube. What do you think about that? Sky UI. Do you think you could come out of Big Brother being friends with Dan if he betrayed you on the show? Honestly, if I went into Big Brother and, like, made an alliance with Dan and he betrayed me, what was I expecting? I've watched his supercut. I know you on the show. In real life, I think you can trust Dan intensely. I do believe it. I think he's a person, even though he's a shit disturber, I think he could be a loyal friend. But on the show, you can't trust him as far as you can throw him. Anybody that goes into that show, you know, trusting Dan, if they really can't be mad if and when they end up being betrayed, because it's all public record at this point. Whoa, hey now. I haven't watched the supercut from season 14 yet. But it's like whenever people get like mad on the show at things that Dan does, I'm like, you know you're on like a game show to win money, right? Like, oh, this fucking dwarven spider worker does not mess around. It's like you're not on the show to actually like make friends. You're on the show to win $500,000. When people are like, he's a piece of shit, like I would never, can't believe that someone would do that. I'm like, you're on a get, you all signed up to win 500 grand, buddy. Who are you trying to fool here? Alright, I'm gonna restart my recording here. And we're back. Go like that, okay. I'm just gonna like walk around this, no problems. I think being in that house nonstop makes people crazy after a while. It's probably true. I believe that. You know, I don't think it's as easy as it looks. I also think it's fucked up that they put like 15 people in that house or whatever, 12 people in that house, and then, you know, you only make money if you come first or second. I guess you get like a stipend if you make it to a certain level, but the Gary Beach, thank you as well. What's your favorite part of the Big Brother 10 supercut? I really like when it's the final 3 and they beat Jerry in the elimination competition, and he just like takes off his pants and he's in his tighty whities and he's like, God damn it. Like, the sense of defeat out of that old man is palpable. Total Bread Roll subscribed. Thank you very much for the subscription. Who would get kicked off first in NLSS Big Brother? Honestly, I think Dan has a good point. I was not offended when Dan said I would probably do poorly on Big Brother because people would take offense at my humor and then just like not like me very much. From what I gather about Big Brother, a big chunk of the early game is just like being friends with people. And I think that maybe, you know, sometimes I could be perceived as being a little bit abrasive. Most of the time it's just I'm a shit disturber just to add some fun to things, but I think some people would take it the wrong way for sure. Who would win though? I mean, the smart money would have to be on Dan, right? He's been there before. I don't know. The problem I've got to vote out Mathis first, because I know Mathis will turn on me in a heartbeat. The man has not a loyal bone in his body. He'd sell me out for a nickel, I think. Would Josh win? I think Josh, he's got that like little Danism where he's like friendly and you can underestimate him easily, but then he could pull like a mastermind move. I believe that. Bear? I don't think Bear has the Big Brother, I don't think he has the killer instinct, honestly. I think, oh god, I'm getting my ass kicked here. I think Bear would be like, he'd make it far because he wouldn't make enemies. By the way, I'm talking out of my ass. You should really be asking Dan about this, but I don't know if Bear has if he has the bone in his body that would allow him to pull the trigger and knock out one of his friends. Similarly, I think, you know, Nick couldn't do it. He would rather lose than betray somebody. Does Bear have Killer Instinct too? He's got Killer Instinct Gold for the Nintendo 64. You will never get this! Austin? I think Austin could... I think he's in the running for a win for sure. Malf? I also think Malf could do it. But I don't know, you know, sometimes with Malf, he lets me down with his intestinal fortitude. Like, sometimes I think he'd be all in, but sometimes he'd be like, I hate living in this house. Let's, you know, I got a headache. And then you'd be like, well, let's just vote this guy out. Muffin64, thank you for the subscription. You have to go through... I don't even know where the hell I am anymore. Like, what is even going on in this damn dungeon? Muffin64, thank you as well. I think I said that already, but that's okay. One thing's for sure, though. I think I got... I think I got no chance. Who would you bring to the beach island getaway? That's a good question. I might bring Malf. We could have a fun time. Why are you closed? I don't think I have any chance on Big Brother. And on NLSS Big Brother, maybe. On real Big Brother, no chance. I actually like reality shows. I don't think I could win any reality show. I'm not bachelorette material. Definitely not bachelor material. I'm more of like a Jeopardy guy, honestly. NL, this is the end of the dungeon? What are you talking about? Is this correct? I want to see a plebiscite in chat. Wrong way, wrong way. Okay, let's go back then. Let's take me back to the start. You could win Millionaire? Honestly, I don't think... If you bet on me to be on Millionaire, I don't think you would bet on me to win $1 million. I think I'm good for 128K. But I'm honestly on Jeopardy. Because here's the thing. On Millionaire, it's high variance, right? Like, if you're a genius in like 99% of categories, you could still get... On the, like, $64,000 question, you could get a category you got no knowledge in whatsoever. Maybe your lifelines are gone, etc., etc. But I think on Jeopardy, you know, there's a little bit less, variance. Because the sample size is much larger. So even if you got, like, one whole category, like musicals, you got no fucking idea. The other thing about Jeopardy is that I feel like it's like Video Ball, man. I don't think we need the recording yet. Let me check. No, we got a little ways here. Jeopardy's sort of like Video Ball in the sense that people think that Video Ball is like there's some secret, but it's just double touches, you know? The thing with Jeopardy is people think you actually have to know all the answers. But the 99% of the time you don't, well, not 99% of the time, like 30% of the time you don't need to know the answers. They give you contextual clues inside of the Jeopardy answer, and then you answer with a question. So, like, people sometimes, like, I'll be watching Jeopardy at home. People go, how'd you know that? And I go, I didn't. But they said, like, this musical politician, you know, got in a gunfight with Aaron Burr. And you go, that's fucking Alexander Hamilton. Even if you didn't know Alexander Hamilton got in a gunfight with Aaron Burr, you'd be like, musical. Then you'd be like, oh, Hamilton's making waves right now. I think, though, most of the people on Jeopardy are geniuses. The problem is you can look like an idiot if you're bad with the buzzer. All right, I got to look at the local map here. A lot of the people who I think, you watch Jeopardy, you go, oh, this person's dumb. They're probably not actually dumb. They're just bad at the buzzer game. Who would you take on Family Feud? Myself? Honestly, I think Dan would be fine on Family Feud. Gotta go in his tent or something? Secret door. Christ, don't take me. I don't know. Austin was like my third. I feel like I might be the only one of the NLSS cast that has a firm grip on reality, to be honest with you. Josh would probably be, he'd be on the short list. Look, I love Nick. There's no way that Nick makes it onto the Family Feud short list. One of his favorite fruits is lemon, for fuck's sake. He's not the kind of person you want on there. Malf? I don't know. Even, like, he's a wild card. Sometimes he's all in on the Family Feud stuff, and sometimes he's got, like, no chance. YouTube's gonna love this episode, man. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. Spyro, guide me. Be my spirit animal. What's wrong with lemons? The thing that's wrong with lemons is if you were on the Family Feud and they said, what's America's favorite fruit? And then, like, apple and banana have already been said. If you say lemons, you're fucking off the team. That's a ridiculous answer. I agree with that. Someone in chat said on Family Feud, you're better off with idiots. You're better off with someone who's in tune with the common man. Nick is not in tune with the common man. He's an exceptional individual in all ways. Fuzorda! Let's take health. You know, yeah, I think Bear could be on there, but sometimes Bear surprises me too. I don't know, man. I guess, you know, if I have to take 5, I guess Bear would be on the list. If you're gonna force me. Nick is too good at thinking outside of the box. I think that that's true. I think that Nick's first inclination with every Family Feud question, this looks like a trap and a half right here, I'll tell you that much. Nick's first inclination with every Family Feud question is that it's a trick question. And it's like, it's not correct. Most of the time, they want a straight answer. You know what game show I'd do good on? The Price is Right? Don't fuck with me, Austin. If you and I go on The Price is Right, I'm taking you down. But it would, well, only in the Showcase Showdown. You know what's bullshit about The Price is Right? The first person who wins the Showcase is like the best player of The Price is Right. But sometimes they go up and they're like, you get a chance to win a new dinette set. And then the person who was like last, the last person to win the bidding war at the start, the Showcase, they sometimes are like, here's a new car. Like, that game rewards mediocrity. You know what show I would actually do great on, and it pains me to say it because it's a garbage show. Well, it's not garbage, it's just low quality entertainment. Is that celebrity name game show where they like, you know, one person sees the celebrity name and they have to like, you know, oh, he starred as Luigi in the Super Mario Brothers movie, and then they go, blah, 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 Bob Hoskins. No, you idiot, he played Mario. It's John Leguizamo, the Latin prince. Did he just blow steam in my face? Where are you, Billy D. Williams? Okay, grab this. You probably do well on that lyric game show. Yeah, is that even on anymore? Don't forget the lyrics. Don't forget your toothbrush. This guy is actually terrible. Oh, the dick chop! And now, would you do well on Nickelodeon Guts? I'll be honest with you, I do horribly on Nickelodeon Guts. You might think that I talk myself up on these shows. That I, you know, come into this and oh, you know, I'm such a genius. I would definitely kill Jeopardy. No, I'd get my ass kicked. I'm not good at climbing. I'm a horrible climber.
So, let's just get out of here. Hasn't there been enough death?
Of course, you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back. Need something?
Thought I heard something.
Wah. You guys okay? Yumona. The Big Meech, thank you as well. You know what game show is bullshit? Is Deal or No Deal. The show is literally like random chance. And then, the banker called. He added together the remainder of the values that are left in the briefcases and then offered you slightly less than that. Will you take it? The show was no good. Whoa! Deal or No Deal is basically like primetime television's version of pick a number between 1 and 10. What in the... Oh, that's an uneasy feeling in my stomach. Yo, why's it always gotta be jellyfish, man? Rate your confidence in Wheel of Fortune. I think that of all of the areas of intelligence that exist, I'm fairly intelligent linguistically. I think I would do okay on Wheel of Fortune. I think I'd have a chance. But that game show's bullshit as well. Why you gotta throw the wheel spin in there? It should just be called a hangman. Competitive hangman.